Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to create a Kinesis data stream and use Lambda function to transfer data to S3 bucket. So before I get started, I just wanted to show you guys that I have created a video before this. In that video, I have explained how you can use Kinesis data stream CLI command and basic functionality. If you need to get basic understanding, please go and watch that video. It will give you like a basic concept of Kinesis data stream. So let's start creating our first our data stream. So before we there are two ways that we can create Kinesis data stream. One is from you can go from here and use your console and create one, or otherwise what you can do is you can use your CLI. So I'm going to use CLI here. Don't worry guys, all the command is going to be in my GitHub account. I'm going to share the link in the YouTube description section, so don't worry about it. Okay, so let's start creating Kinesis data stream. So let's AWS Kinesis create stream dash stream name. So I'm going to give a name called test, and then I'm going to give a shard count as well. Shard count, say let's give one shard, more than enough for this example guys. So it's I think let's go and see whether our data stream is created here. If you go and refresh, you can see there should be one data stream is going. If I go here, there should be one. And also there's another way to if you wanted to see in command prompt, you can use the Kinesis data stream stream name. You can use the describe stream function with the stream name to get the details of the stream, whether it's active or not. I have shown that in my first video guys. So let's going now I'm going to need to create two part here. So one is this producer part in Kinesis, and then the consumer. So before I'm going to go through the Lambda functions, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create the producer and then show a Python code working as a consumer, where you can put it to a EC2 instance or EC2 instance or a Kubernetes or something like that, and run on that method. And I'm going to show in this video actually using Lambda function to consume. In future I'm going to do all the videos to like other stuff as well, EMR, Redshift and things like that. So wait, please do subscribe to my channel, so you will get all those videos in future. So let's create producer. So in order to create the producer, I have already created the code. So this is the producer code basically. So this is just a simple code, get the stream name. So these work through a data generator. So this is my data generator. In this data generator, what I do is just an employee database. I take a department and employee joining days, office locations, random ones guys, and then random employee IDs, and create a employee data set. And then what I'm going to do guys, use this to generate the data, this Python function. Don't worry, I'm going to share in GitHub so that you can access it. And then I'm going to run through this a while loop, and every seconds every seconds I'm going to run this one and create our producer. So you can directly run this through your console. Otherwise, you can download this file. I'm going to upload it to GitHub, like I said earlier, and then upload those files to your CLI. So that's actually the easiest way. Otherwise, if you want to run directly from here, you need to make sure that you have set it up your CLI, AWS CLI here with all this authentications and things like that. Basically, you need to download your key and set it up here. So you don't have to do any of those if you are directly run through from your CLI console. So what you can do is I'm just going to show how the all the files are already uploaded. So let me remove one of this consumer file. I'm going to upload it again. Let's delete the producer file. Let me let rm Kinesis producer. So ls the file is not gonna there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to upload that file again. So you can go click here and then upload file, and then go to your file location. So in my case, it's in desktop and Kinesis, and then I need the producer. So let's open. So it's going to get upload. Be careful guys, here upload one by one. Don't try to upload everything, because this uploading method is not that stable. Sometimes it can fail as well. So now let's check whether our file is available. So our Kinesis producer available now. So what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to start running this file one by one. So basically when you are doing this, make sure you download data generator, Kinesis consumer and Kinesis producer, and upload everything here when you are testing this one, and so that you can do each one by one. Before I start, I think it's best I show you guys the consumer part as well. So here this is a simple consumer. Just go through the shard ID and take the data from the beginning and sleep time, and then convert it data received, and then sleep through, and then just you give your stream name here, because that makes sure you give that stream name, because that's really important. We name as a test, so that's why I change it here to test. Make sure you change it to the whatever the name that you're going to give. That's all guys. So let's start running our codes and producing the data and consuming using Python. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna type Python. Already is available in CLI, so Python 3, and then I'm gonna do Kinesis. We need to produce data, so Kinesis produce. Okay guys, I haven't uploaded Kinesis producer, so let me update that. I have uploaded the main producer. That's not what I want to upload. Let me upload that file guys. Kinesis yeah, let me get that file guys now. Sorry about that guys, I upload the wrong file. So let's check whether the file available. Yes guys, Kinesis producer is available. Let me run that Python 3 and then Kinesis producer. So I'm going to run this one, then it's going to start producing the data. So like can you see guys, it's start producing the data. Successfully produce the record, so it's continuously produced. So the same time you need to here we are going to consume the data using the Python code. So in here what you can do, in order to show the consumer side, go here, you need another terminal. So I'm going to say a new tab here, and then it will open a new tab. So in the other side, already consumer is happening. So if you go to the another tab, you will see a new one. Now you can start consuming from here. So what you can do is that again type Python 3 Kinesis consumer and then just hit enter. So you can see start consuming. So it's solely consuming the data. So that's all guys from this this part, but let me show you the Lambda part next. So let me stop this. You can type Control C to stop consumer, and producer also Control C. So now I'm going to show the Lambda part. So but still we need this first part when we are doing the Lambda as well, because we need some source to produce the data. So we are going to use the producer part anyway. Let's go through the Lambda code as well. Okay guys, so Lambda codes I'm gonna share with you guys. So you need to give your bucket, and then just give the whatever the record file that you're going to say as save, and then nothing major guys, just the basic functionality, how to read it, S3 buckets and things like that. So what we can do is here you can see this Python libraries, and then just reading through the bucket where data should be going, and then the file name and things like that. So let's start creating a Lambda function. So when you're creating the Lambda functions, one of the important thing is that let's start creating Lambda function. Let's say Kinesis Lambda S3 bucket. So I'm going to say that, and then select Python. I'm going to go with the 3.10. 3.11 can have some issues if I haven't tried out, because it's the latest version. It's always better to go with the one version below, so that you won't find any software incompatibility, library issues and things like that. You need to select a role. So for me, I have already created. You need Kinesis role. So let me explain what are the permission you need in that role. So you need to have access to S3 bucket, and then AWS Kinesis executive role. That's the only things that you guys need for this role, guys, because S3 bucket access to S3 bucket you need it, because we are going to write file to S3 bucket. So make sure your role have access to S3 bucket. I give a full access, and then Kinesis executive role, so that it can do all the executions, and then logs and things like that, CloudWatch log and things like that. So let's go through the function, guys. So create function. So I'm not going to change any of the other thing, guys, because this is a basic example. So let's we get the function. So we need to now upload our function. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here and then select all, and then copy paste here, so that let me copy and replace everything here. So our function is ready, guys, now. So what we can do is we can deploy it. So just check whether the name is there, where your bucket, and that's all, guys. So let's deploy it. So the same time we need to create the trigger as well. So after that you done, make sure you go to add trigger. There are two ways you can add triggers. From here you can add triggers, and you can add from here as well. So I'm gonna use this part. You need to search Kinesis. I'm gonna Kinesis, and then I'm gonna select my stream test. I'm not gonna go consumer this, and batch side, how many record you want to wait till to execute that function. So I'm going to keep it as 10 or something, guys. And then starting position. So I am going to say start positions to be latest data, because if you use trim horizon, that means it's going to get from every time function run going to take the data from the beginning to the end. So what going to happen if you use this part, trim this one, after a while your lambda going to be fail, because it's taking so much time to execute that function, because every time when the lambda run, it try to take the data from the beginning of the Kinesis data stream. Because of that, it's always avoid that, guys. We don't need to download from the beginning to the end or every second whenever the data comes. So we need only the latest data. So we create the latest. And I'm not going to Windows functions or anything and give any other retry attempts, age of records and things like that. I'm going to create a simple trigger here. So then our trigger is done, guys. So that's it, guys. So basically from this end, so now we have to start, we just have to start our producer back again. So we go to Cloud Shell again. Let's run our producer. So now it start producing the data, and the same time what going to happen is that our lambda function going to get executed. It's going to take a bit of a delay, guys, until the number of records get collected. So batch size 10 it still has not processed. Just give a couple of seconds. When the 10 is available, it is going to be start processing. It's going to wait till the 10 record. Still not. Just give a couple of it will take around 30 seconds, guys, sometimes. Let's refresh and wait. Still says no record process. Okay, last process. Okay, that's when it start processing. So what you can do is, if you go to your S3 bucket, the location that you give, if you refresh it, there should be a Kinesis data record. This is the file VQ, name VQ here. So let's, if I go inside that bucket, there is a file is going to get created. So if you refresh, every time refreshing, there's a file going to be get larger because records are coming in. So if you download this one, let's download, and now I'm going to show you guys that let me open the file. I don't know whether you guys can see that. This is because there is small tests. These are the record just downloading. So let me refresh you and show that the file continues to go downloading. So can you see, guys? So, and then another things that you wanted to learn here. So the monitoring part, cloud watch logs going to be created now. Can you see there's a processing time each time it get executed, and then you can go and look, go to CloudWatch log and then see your log as well, how the functions are creating. Here if you go, and you can see that functions is getting executed. That's all, guys. This is simple functions using Lambda to transfer data from Kinesis data stream to S3 bucket. Inside this I have shown a simple use case, guys. In this function you can write so many like when you get the data, you can do some work and do some analysis here before write to S3 bucket if you want. That's all, guys, in this video. But before you go, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and also one of the most important thing is make sure you stop your producer and then go to your Kinesis terminal. Make sure you delete your stream as well, because this is going to cost you some money. Make sure you delete your resources. And then if you remove the trigger as well, then if you go to trigger and then if you delete the triggers, it's not going to get executed again. So you can keep the function if you want. It's not going to cost you money, guys, just having a small function. Otherwise you can come here and then click here and then just delete that as well if you want. That's all, guys. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe